5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Behind the scenes. Good morning and welcome to the Morning Market Minutes brought to you by 3T Academy. I'm your host, Billy, and I'll be taking you through today's top market stories and analysis. Today's show is proudly hosted by Double Bottom Trades. That's you guys. Where we bring you the latest trading strategies and techniques, man. We like to come in here and just get a feel for the market in the morning. We try to do some quick analysis and we're just trying to share that with you guys as we go through this. So before we get the day started, we got to have some motivation, and we get that from Lady A. What you got for us, fam?
All right, this morning's motivation for May 3 is, don't worry about the world coming to an end today. It is already tomorrow in Australia.
Ooh, that's funny, but I get it. You know what? Yeah, you got to live for now, man. I said this when I was in Arizona last time. You got to learn how to heal the past to take care of the depression, and you got to learn how to plan for the future to take care of the anxiety, so you can be present right now, because right now is where it's at, man. Tomorrow's not promised. I've had too many people just go to sleep one night and not wake up. I have too many people go leave in a car and not come home. You have to live for right fucking now, man. Plan for the future is good, but don't live in the future just like you can't live in the past. Depression is from the past, anxiety is from the future, so be present right now and you're going to take care of everything you need to take care of. Woo! Clip that when I was fired. Thank you, Lady A. That was good, man. That was one we needed this morning. It was really good. All right, let's get into this. Ooh, that gave me chills. That was a good one. I appreciate you.
I decided to go on the funny path. I had quite a few others. I was like, I got to narrow it down, and I don't want to put somebody on a bind by saying something serious and then something funny or something funny and then get in your back.
You know what? Just bring whatever you got. We'll deal with it. All right, fam, you ready to get in this? Let's check out. We'll see what this market's doing today. And I am sharing my screen. Give me just a second. All right. We're not going to go over Zoom today. We're going to go over fear and greed. All right, so fear and greed sitting at 52. Yesterday, I believe we were at a 51, if my memory serves me correct. There should be some movement in the market. We've seen some crazy stuff happen on the SPY yesterday. So again, like we say every single day, take your profits, man. Don't try to hit the bottom. Don't try to hit the top. Hit that middle where the money is. You can get paid all day. $150 a day or $100 a day is like 30 grand in a year. So if you can just be disciplined and consistent in those little numbers, you can fund your account in 1 year and then really go hard. So it's a game changer, man. But just take your profits when you have them in this market. It's a crazy market right now. Let's go check out FinViz and see what the market's actually doing. So you can see the Dow's down 367 points, the Nasdaq's down 132, and the S&P 500 is down 48. You can see they all kind of did looks like a broken cup and handle. It looks like it was starting a cup, started the handle, and then just couldn't take care of itself and finish itself out. You do see a resistance line across the top of these. If you take between these two mid candles, the top of where this doji star is, the top of where this hammer is, and the top of where it almost looks like a tweezer is getting formed, but it's to the wrong side. Along these tops right here, 12,100, 411.9 right here, those are good resistance points, man. And we need to understand that that's where that resistance is and not play against this. We need to wait for those breakouts and not the setup. So we're going to see what it's going to do today. I believe let me look at the chart real quick. Yeah, price currently on the SPY is 411.85. So it's going to be interesting to see where we are, because we are at a resistance point right there, just like we are with all these. So we're going to have to wait and see what the market's going to do. We're going to break to the top side. We're going to break to the bottom side. I do see a lot of resistance in here, but we'll get some more data points from the team so we can make a decision on what's going on. Again, like we do every day, if nothing's popping off on the watch list that we build for the day, check out yesterday's previous top gainers. You have MINM, ASNS, LEJU. Hour was a banger. That thing was an absolute banger, man. IMBS, AGBA, and then you have some that have some new highs. So go check those out. There's movement in the market with those. And you can possibly take advantage of those previous movements, man. Let's get into the morning squawk real quick and see what's actually going on in the news. I won't read to y'all like it's Dr. Seuss hour anymore, or Cat in the Hat. We'll make it real quick. I'm so glad Miro called me out on that. Game changer. All right. Wednesday, May 3rd, 2023. I cannot believe it's May 3rd already, man. Is this it? The Federal Reserve is expected to increase its benchmark interest rate Wednesday afternoon as policymaking officials wrap up a 2-day meeting. But as is usually the case on Fed decision days, the market will want to know more about what's next. There are plenty of strong indications the Fed may pause hikes here, especially as the economy processes a banking crisis that has already brought down 3 large U.S. financial institutions. Investors will also be eager to hear what the Fed Chairman Jerome Powell and his crew of cronies have to say about the overall, economic outcome and recession that has yet to materialize despite numerous predictions from other experts. Man, this is a crazy time. We have some apex stuff going on that we've been talking about. We've been talking about it for a while. You have interest rates, you have the jobless claims, you have the printing presses, then you have all the stuff going on with crypto, you have the banks getting bailed out. There we are at a very significant point, and not to add to all that, but then we have some shit going on at the border we got to deal with within, the next couple of weeks. It's going to happen. If you don't think that'll affect our economy, you've lost your mind. So we have to be aware of all that, not worry about it, but just be aware of it, how it affects the markets, because that's what we're looking at. That's how we make money, is in the market. We won't worry about the regional banks and national worries. We just know the banks are screwed, man. JP Morgan came out, acquired First Republic, and we know what the domino effect is from that. We've been saying it, or Coach has been saying it forever. We've been talking about it since last August as a team. This is just one of the things that's going to be happening. We have to get through it. Don't really care about Ford or China comes alive for Starbucks. Really don't care about any of that right now. It's not going to affect us. Dustin, you in here, bro? Can we go over? Can't see nobody. Pause, please. Is Dustin?
Yeah, I'm right here.
What's going on? What was last? I couldn't see. What's going on in the market today as far as the market watch, man? What can we look for?
Yeah, you guys. So we have a couple of things being released today. So the big ones are the ADP report, the S&P US Services PMI report, and then lastly we'll touch on the Fed statement today. So first, the ADP job report. So basically, that's what that is. It's a monthly released report that tracks the private employment in the U.S. And some people say, what does ADP stand for? Who is it? ADP, if I remember correctly, stands for Automatic Data Processing. So it's a company that handles payroll for about a fifth of the privately employed U.S. companies. So that's a monthly report released by them, kind of giving an indication of what's going on in the economy with tracking payroll. Next at, let's see, I think 9:45, the S&P US Service PMI report comes out. Basically what this report does is it captures business conditions in the services sector for the U.S. The services PMI, and it's an important indicator for the overall economy, the economic condition in the U.S. So that one comes out at 9:45. Then lastly, we have the Fed statement today. It's reported that what we're going to have is cautious rate hikes from the Fed. About a 0.25 basis point hike is what it's expected. And that's because the Fed's working right now to balance the need to slow inflation, and also against the pressing set of risks ranging from bank failures to the possible U.S. debt default next month. So they're trying to factor all those things into the possible rate hike coming up here. That's all I have for the market watch today, sir.
I appreciate it, bro.
No problem.
Oops. All right. Miss Faye, how are you, fam?
Telling my kids to be quiet.
Can you give us an update on the spot?
Yeah, sure. Spot gold is 2014.03. Spot silver is 25.25. For my fellow Canadians, we've got spot gold at 2,744.12 and spot silver at $34.35. So I have a piece of information with regards to silver. Mexico recently introduced new mining reform last Saturday in an emergency meeting. and it makes miners pay 5% of profits to local communities. They also reduce the number of years allowed in each concession, which is a grant to mine. And actually, Mexico hasn't granted any mining concessions since 2018. Mexico is the largest supplier of silver to the world. So they supply about 25 to 30% of the global supply. So it seems like they're trying to protect their supply. I think because they know what's coming. And I've also heard that other countries are also doing the same thing. They're reducing mining production. Now with silver demand growing industrially and monetarily, I think that this can really affect the price of silver. So yeah, that's my piece for today. Thanks, guys.
Nice, good info, great info. For those who want to have information or learn about gold and silver, reach out to Faye. You can reach out to someone in the community to get you in contact with Faye. She's our gold and silver expert. I can't stress this enough. You need to have some physical gold and silver. Yes, we love crypto. Yes, we love assets. One of the greatest assets you can have, man, is some physical gold and silver in hand. You never know what's going to happen. Personally, we're going to use silver, at least the plan that we have, use silver for barterability. If something happens, we can use silver back and forth, and then I'll use my gold to buy assets later if something pops off. But it keeps our money safe, man. Great job, Faye. Great job. All right, let's go check out. First, let's go to Miss April and check out the DXY this morning and see what's going on. Kind of see. I'll stop sharing my screen. See what's going on with the DXY. What you got, Faye?
All right. So this is the 4-hour chart. We did have a little drop off. Earlier yesterday, we started going down, and that was the pop that the SPY needed to go back up. I do potentially see this bouncing off this trend line. This goes back through April. So currently, I would say we're probably going to go more of that sideways range. This is the 15-minute, and we are just kind of bouncing along this line, this trend line that came back from a few days ago. So on the longer term, if we take it out to the daily, we are still very much just in a trending market right now. I believe that's because we're waiting for a catalyst in the macro environment to occur to see which way this is going. Going to throw a twist in here this morning. Since what my husband and I do for other income, he keeps an eye on the oil charts, which the oil charts are breaking down, which is not
good.
Not always a good thing. I mean, yes, it's a good thing for us because then we get our oil cheaper for running equipment.
But no one else is buying it.
But yeah, that's the problem. So anyway, that is the DXY this morning. Like I said, I do believe we're just going to continually make lower highs. So still in a very slow upward trajectory until we have a macro environment catalyst.
Great work, great work. And April brings us the DXY because it's usually the inverse of what we're, like if we're playing the SPY. And sometimes if you can see the opposite of something and it moves before what you're seeing or what you're playing, sometimes it can give you an indicator of what's about to come or what could possibly come. It's not one of those, this is this. It's just another data point that we put in our watch list to see, what's going on in the market. So with that being said, great job. Let's go check out Kyle and what he has for us on the SPY, what we can look for today. What do you have for us, man?
All right, so right now we're on the 15-minute. We're sitting right here inside this golden pocket on pre-market. It's like you can see like the little dotted line here. So we're sitting right here. We're almost coming to the midway point of this golden pocket. So it's possible that we come up, we get rejected off of the top of this golden pocket right here, and then come back down to here and this would become now support down here. This will be resistance up in here. If it breaks outside of this, then now we also have this to break outside of, which I can show you on the daily. So now we'll have this trend line right here to break outside of also. So that's also going to be new resistance again. We popped outside of it a couple of days ago, and then it came right back down, and now it's trading back inside of this symmetrical triangle again. So that's something to watch out for. If it breaks below this golden pocket here, then we're going to be on our next leg down. So those are the key levels to kind of pay attention to. So that's it. That's all I got for you.
Great work, bro. Great work. I appreciate it. So all great information. So now we kind of know what the SPYs, where it's at in the pocket. We're at the apex. We know what the DXY is doing. The DXY is right on the trend line. So we're waiting for that bounce to see if it's going to bounce to the upside. If it bounced to the upside, just like Kyle was saying, that means the SPY in that golden pocket, it's more likely going to break down to the downside out of that golden pocket. So we're just going to wait for one to make a move versus the other and kind of see what it's going to do. With these plays and where the market is right now, we were talking about it over the weekend that, before we would play the setup. Now the market's changed a little bit. We have to play the breakout because the setup isn't setting up like it used to because of the change in the market. So it's one of the things that you're going to learn as we go through this and as you become a trader. Your style as a trader has to change when the market changes, right? You can go on a mad winning streak. I mean, a mad winning streak for 2-3 months, and all of a sudden it's going to go and it's going to move in a different direction. Just like when we were trading, 8 months ago, we were trading regular stocks. Everything was good. The market just went to this crap, man. I mean, usually we're sitting at about a 50 or 60 on the fear and greed. We were at 19s. I mean, there was nothing going on in the market. So we had to pivot. We went to the options and the SPY. And then we were playing, the setup. Now we have to change again. We're playing the breakout. So it's one of those things you'll learn as you go. Just like anything else you do in life, you have to pivot sometimes. But that's the good thing about having a team and having April and Kyle help us do TA, because then we can look at the market as a whole, as a team, and make a better decision. Now I'll go in here and put my 2 cents in for the SPY and just kind of what we're looking at for today. Their analysis and their breakdown is so good. It's way above mine. It's on an extra level. I tried to keep mine very basic, but I love having them on the team and give us that extra analysis. So these are the breakdowns that we had yesterday. You can see from the map.
Share your screen.
Share screen.
I knew that. I didn't know that. Good test. Y'all passed. I appreciate y'all so much. Smiley faces for everybody, all around. It's on me. All right, so you can see the SPY right here. This is the huge drop that we had yesterday, man. And if we just played the trend line that we had set up, once it broke out, you play the breakout, not the setup. You don't play it within here. You play it after, it makes this move and catch it. It's that short little money that we want. And then you can see where we had our bottom out, 407.82. I'll just be real with you. I was not expecting that. I was expecting this kind of drop, but I was not expecting this kind of drop. So formed a double bottom, caught the support, became previous support became resistance. Once it popped resistance, it became support. It just kind of hovered around there. We hit some towards the end of the day, power hour, we got up to about 411-ish. Just like April was saying with the DXY, we're just kind of moving sideways right now. And as you can tell, the DXY, when she was showing her chart, it was bouncing on the trend line towards the downside, right? And you can see as it was bouncing towards the trend line to the downside, what is the SPY doing? It's starting to rise to the upside. So when the SP or when the DXY possibly takes the rise to the upside, what is this going to do? This is going to go to the downside. We will look to make our entries when they get past certain key levels, like this line at 411.20 and this trend line down here. Those are where we look to make our entries. And when you guys come in and you are part of the watch list build and we actually put our daily build together, you'll see where we have our key entries and exits out as we make our plan. But as far as on the dailies that we were talking about, I need to clean up my chart a little bit. All right, so you can see that RSI broke below the 54.95. This thing's right in the middle. It needs to make a decision. We do not want to enter a play right now at all. We want it to make a decision. Either the DXY needs to make a decision on direction or the SPY needs to make a decision on direction if you're playing that. So when we actually get into it, You can see we tested that 13 again, broke to the bottom side of the 13. It's going to be interesting if we can go down again. Once this makes its move, if we crack this 407 area and start moving to the downside, it's going to get ugly again. It's going to get ugly real fast. I think the market's going to react after Jerome Powell's speech after his speech this afternoon, or his announcement. There will be some movement, but I think a lot of traders are going to wait till the afternoon, maybe power hour. We should see a lot of volume in the market. So it's going to be interesting to see how the volume flows. Generally, the volume in the SPY is about 89 to 90 million. First start of the morning, we'll see probably between 8 to 9 million. So it'll be interesting to watch that volume flow as it comes through. I believe that's all we have today, man. You guys got any questions before we wrap this up? And we'll start building this watch list together, man. All right. So that's a wrap for today's morning market events, man. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick and informative look into the financial markets. Remember to stay up to date with the latest news and analysis by visiting our website at 3T Academy and following us on social media. A big thank you to our host, Double Bottom Trades, for bringing us the best in trading strategies and techniques. And until next time, man, I can't say this enough. Go seize the day. Carpe diem, man. Make today your absolute bitch. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. Don't get so offended in life by things that happen to you. Move differently, man. You get to decide what kind of day you have. You can either have a good day, or you can have a bad day. No one can fuck that day up for you. You get to decide what kind of day you have. So choose a good day, man, and absolutely destroy this day. Take complete advantage of it. Live it to the fullest and tell the people you love them that you love them, because you might not be able to tomorrow. That's a wrap.
Recording stopped.
Have you gotten wrecked in the crypto market space or watched your crypto portfolio go all the way up and then all the way down without taking profits? If so, it's probably because you didn't have an exit plan. The good news is that doesn't need to happen anymore thanks to a new and innovative crypto tracker called Merlin. It's the smartest way to track your crypto. Merlin brings all your coins into one place so you can see all your assets across the different exchanges on one screen. You can see your total portfolio value and, more importantly, your daily gains, losses, and totals since inception. Merlin puts the power back in your hands so you no longer have to guess what your portfolio is doing on a daily or monthly basis. Most importantly, Merlin lets you create an exit plan and sends you notifications when your targets are reached so you no longer have to get wrecked in the marketplace. Go to merlincrypto.com, that's merlincrypto.com, and sign up for our free 30-day trial and get on the wait list so you can receive an email when the product is launched. Don't miss out on this new and innovative app, Merlin. It's the smartest way to track your crypto.